The house on Willow Creek Road had no address. Not officially, anyway. If you drove through that stretch of rural highway in northern America, past the rusted gas station and the dead cornfields, your GPS would flicker. The map would stutter. For a moment, just a moment, you'd see a thin gray road branching off into the woods where no road should be. Most people never noticed it. But Daniel did. He was driving alone at 2:17 a.m., headlights cutting through fog thick as smoke. He'd been on the road for hours, chasing a shortcut his phone insisted was faster. Then the signal dropped. His screen glitched, and there it was. A narrow road, unnamed. He hesitated, then turned. The trees closed in immediately, tall and skeletal branches clawing at the sky. Gravel crunched under his tires, loud in the silence. No insects, no wind, just the hum of his engine. And something else. A faint, rhythmic tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Daniel frowned, glancing at the windshield. No rain. The tapping was coming from behind him. He checked the rear view mirror. Nothing, just darkness swallowing the road. The house appeared suddenly. One moment trees, the next an old wooden structure, slumped and gray like it had been rotting for a century. No lights, no mailbox, no sign of life. But the tapping stopped. Daniel exhaled slowly. Okay, just turn around. He shifted gears. The engine died. Silence, complete. He tried the ignition again. Nothing. That's when he noticed it, a shape in the upstairs window, standing perfectly still, watching him. Daniel squinted, leaning closer to the glass. Hello? The word felt wrong the moment it left his mouth. The figure didn't move. It was tall. Too tall. Its head tilted at an unnatural angle, like its neck had been snapped and poorly put back together. And its face, there was no face, just a pale blur, like skin stretched over nothing. The car clicked, locks engaging. Daniel froze. I didn't... Tap, tap, tap right behind him, inside the car. His breath caught. Slowly, very slowly, he turned his head. The back seat was empty, but the fabric of the seat was sinking, like something invisible was sitting there, pressing down, right behind him. The smell hit next. Damp earth, rot, and something metallic. Blood. Daniel lunged for the door handle, locked. He slammed his shoulder against it. Come on, come on. Tap, tap, tap. This time, on his shoulder. He screamed and spun around. Nothing. But the seat dipped deeper, closer, right up against him now. The mirror. Don't look. He looked. In the rear view mirror, the thing was there, fully visible, sitting inches behind him. Its body impossibly long, limbs folded wrong like it had too many joints. Its head bent sideways, resting almost on his shoulder. And where its face should have been, there was a mouth. Wide, smiling, stretching far beyond what skin should allow. You saw me? It whispered. Its voice came from everywhere at once, inside the car, inside his head, inside his chest. Daniel couldn't breathe. I've been alone, it said. The smile widened. Now you stay. The engine roared to life, suddenly, violently. Daniel didn't think. He slammed the gas. The car shot forward, tires screaming against gravel, branches whipping against the sides. In the mirror, nothing. The back seat was empty. He didn't stop driving until sunrise. When he finally reached a town, shaking half-mad, he pulled into a diner parking lot and stumbled out of the car. A waitress ran out. Sir, are you okay? Daniel nodded weakly. Yeah, I just... bad road. Got lost. She glanced at his car, then frowned. Sir, what happened to your back seat? Daniel turned. The fabric wasn't just indented anymore, it was soaked. Dark. wet, as if something had been sitting there for hours, bleeding. And slowly, very slowly, the indentation sank deeper, as though something unseen had just shifted its weight. Right behind him again. Tap, tap, tap. The roadside stop was called Red Mile Fuel and Mart, though no one seemed to remember passing it before they actually saw it. It appeared without warning along a desert highway in southern America, where the land stretched flat and empty for miles, and heat waves warped the horizon into something unreal. Lena was driving alone when it happened. Her phone had already lost signal an hour ago, and the radio had dissolved into a low, whispering static she couldn't quite tune out. Then came the smell, not from outside but inside the car. Burning rubber, thick and choking. Her dashboard lit up all at once. Engine failure, low fuel, system error, all impossible. She had just filled up before leaving the last town. The car shuddered violently and slowed, forcing her to pull into the only thing in sight. Red Mile Fuel and Mart. The station looked newer than it should have been. Clean white walls, bright lights, and polished pumps that gleamed under the harsh glow. But there was something off about the lighting. It was too bright, too steady, like a hospital room at 3 a.m. No other cars, no sound, not even wind. Lena stepped out, her ears ringing in the silence. The heat should have been unbearable, but instead the air felt cold, dry in a way that made her throat ache. She approached the pump. The screen flickered to life instantly. "Welcome back, Lena." She froze. "I've never been here," she whispered. The pump beeped. "Begin filling?" Before she could react, the nozzle snapped loose from its holder and dropped into her hand. It felt warm, too warm. She stumbled back and let it fall. It didn't hit the ground. It hovered just for a second. Then slowly, unnaturally, it turned, pointing directly at her. Lena bolted for the store. Inside, the air was colder. The lights buzzed overhead, and the smell of burning rubber followed her in, stronger now. The shelves were stocked neatly, but everything looked wrong. Snack bags with no branding. Bottles filled with a dark, syrupy liquid that seemed to swirl even when untouched. Behind the counter stood a woman. Perfect posture, perfect stillness, perfect eye contact. "Long drive?" the woman asked. Her voice sounded layered, like two people speaking at once, just slightly out of sync. Lena swallowed. "My car just... something's wrong. I didn't even... How does it know my name?" The woman's lips curled into a slow smile. "You told us?" "No, I didn't. You always do." The lights flickered. For a split second, the store changed. The shelves were gone. In their place were rows of gas pumps, stretching infinitely in all directions like a maze. And between them stood people. Dozens, maybe hundreds, motionless, watching. The lights snapped back. Lena stumbled backward. "What is this place?" The woman leaned forward slightly. Her joints moved stiffly, like they hadn't been used in a long time. "A stop," she said. "Not everyone keeps going." Outside, something slammed against the glass. Lena turned. Her car. Except, it wasn't quite her car anymore. The windows were dark, almost black. Shapes pressed against the inside, distorting the glass outward, like something was trying to get out. Or many things. The horn blared suddenly, a long, continuous scream. "Make it stop!" Lena shouted. The woman shook her head slowly. "You're not finished fueling?" "I never started." "You did the moment you arrived." The front doors locked with a loud click. The lights dimmed. turning everything a sickly yellow. Outside, the gas pumps began to move. Not physically, but subtly, like they were breathing, expanding, contracting. The hoses slithered across the ground, inching toward the store. Lena backed away, her heart pounding. "What do you want from me?" The woman's smile widened, stretching too far across her face. "Just a little more." The floor beneath Lena's feet softened. She looked down. It wasn't tile anymore, it was black, glossy, thick. The same substance from the pumps, except now it spread across the entire floor, rippling as if alive. It clung to her shoes, then her ankles. She tried to run, but each step sank deeper, like wading through tar. Inside the black surface, faces began to form, eyes opening, mouths gasping. "I was just passing through," Lena cried. "So were they," the woman replied. The faces turned upward toward her. "Stay, please. It's quieter here." The black liquid surged upward, wrapping around Lena's legs, her waist, her chest. It was warm, suffocating. She screamed as it covered her mouth, and then everything went silent. The store lights flickered once more. The floor hardened, spotless, empty. The woman behind the counter straightened her uniform and reached for a small tablet. A new name appeared on the screen. "Jenna, full outside?" Lena's car sat quietly. The windows were clear again. The horn was silent. Hours later, another driver would come down that empty highway. Their dashboard would light up. Their fuel would vanish. And Red Mile Fuel and Mart, bright, clean, and waiting, would welcome them back.